Good morning, students. This is virtual class of physics, and we are going to study about Coulomb's law. According to Coulomb's law, force between two like or unlike charges is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Suppose that two like charges Q1 and Q2 are situated at a distance r apart. Like charges means these product Q1 and Q2 will be greater than 0. These charges are either positive or negative. And in case if these charges are negative, means one charge is positive and the second is negative, then Q1 Q2 will be less than 0. In this case, the force between these charges will be attractive in nature. Taking constant of proportionality F equal to A Q1 Q2 upon R square. If we adopt SI unit, means Q1 equal to 1 coulomb, Q2 it is also 1 coulomb, R equal to 1 meter, then it is observed by experiments that force equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton, means value of A equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square. This constant is written as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. A equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Here epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. Then what is the meaning of 4 pi? Why in this constant 4 pi is present? This is the reason. You know that any charge is inside a circular, spherical or cylindrical space. If charge is enclosed in spherical space, then what will be the total surface area? Total surface area will be 4 pi r square, where r is the distance of the sphere. So for any medium which encloses the charge, 4 pi is constant and r is variable. If this area is not a sphere but it is a cylinder, then what will be the surface area of the cylinder? You can easily adopt this. Suppose that this is an isolated charge and a cylindrical surface area encloses it. Then what will be the total surface area of this cylinder? You know that 2 pi r within bracket h plus r. Total surface area of this cylinder. But a cylinder similar total surface area is also possible on the other side of the cylinder of total surface area 2 pi r in bracket H plus R. So what will be the total surface area of these two cylinders? Means 2 times of this total surface area 2 pi r in bracket H plus R, which is equal to 4 pi r in bracket H plus R. In this total surface area, you can also see that 4 pi is constant term and R is variable, H is variable. So 4 pi is common in both of the surface areas. If surface area is in the form of cylinder or in the form of sphere, 4 pi is common constant. So we write A equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 upon r square. So then why epsilon naught is here? What is the meaning of epsilon naught? To properly understand what is epsilon naught, we introduce a constant K, which is known as dielectric constant of the medium. This is the ratio of two quantities, epsilon upon epsilon naught. Epsilon is the permittivity of the medium and epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. Permittivity is that quality which give rise to the electric force between two charges. If you can see permittivity is smaller, look, if permittivity is smaller, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Suppose that for any medium permittivity is epsilon q1 q2 upon r square. If permittivity is smaller, means this is smaller, then force will be larger because they are inversely proportional to each other. Then electric force will be larger. So permittivity is that quality which give rise to the electric field between two charges. If permittivity is smaller, then F will be larger. If permittivity is larger, then F will be smaller. So what is permittivity? Then to define permittivity, we can tell that permittivity of the medium, ratio of permittivity of the medium to the ratio of the permittivity of free space is called dielectric constant, and the value of dielectric constant cannot be 0 or cannot be negative. Its least value is 1 for air or vacuum, and its higher value is infinity for metals. Then in short, we can say that for any other medium, we write F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon q1 q2 upon r square. In air or vacuum, we write 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and epsilon can be written as epsilon naught k. this is equation first. Suppose that this is F naught and this only F and this is F naught, Q1 Q2 upon R square. Dividing these two equations, we will get F upon F naught equals 1 upon, these terms will be cancelled out, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught k multiplied by 4 pi epsilon naught upon 1, 4 pi epsilon naught cancel out, means F is equal to F naught upon k, means electric force between any two charges will be greater in vacuum or air, and in any other medium it will be smaller because of the dielectric constant of the medium. Dielectric constant of water is 81, so we can say that if two charges are placed in water, then force between these two charges will be F naught upon 81. It will be smaller than these charges are placed in air or vacuum, or we can say F naught equal to 81 F. So I think it is clear that what is Coulomb's law, and in our next video we will discuss about the vector form of Coulomb's law. Thank you.